Hello, beautiful humans. I'm Gemma Joan, and today we're talking about the part in the process of awakening that can be the majority of the process, often where we're just totally exhausted from all of the work that we've been doing, from all of the transformation, from feeling like we've just been beat over the head or beat up by the universe in an attempt to heal us and help us grow. And it can be completely exhausting. And we've talked about before that transformation often happens in waves. And so we have times where we are just going through massive changes and we're getting lesson after lesson after lesson, or then we're integrating. And so we're feeling very expansive and like we're really growing and changing at a fast level. And sometimes, often there's periods of a lull where it's much quieter and there doesn't feel like anything's going on. And this happens in waves because we have to have time to integrate, but oftentimes it feels like we'll never get a break. It feels like we're just being thrown one thing after another, and that could look like emotional challenges that we just have so much emotions coming up through our body, just layers of them. And some of them we know where they're coming from, some of them we may not know where they're coming from. It can look like challenges in our life around us, with the people around us, with different things that we have to face and deal with that are really difficult for us and showing us, how we need to grow and change and heal. And it can also look like physical challenges, that we just have a whole lot of strange physical symptoms that we're dealing with, whether it's our health or injuries or just those erratic energy pulsations and just strange feelings in our body that comes with the transformational process. And if you're lucky, it might look like all three of those things, emotional, physical, and physical challenges in our day-to-day life. Often these things don't come just by themselves, and there's other variations of these challenges that can come in and just be so difficult. And when we're going through this process, when we've stepped in, we've said yes to the awakening process, whether it was consciously or subconsciously, we know that there's no turning back. We know that, often we wish we could just give up and go back to sleep. And that's just not an option, because once we see, we can't unsee. There's no unseen. We know that, we've had that peek behind the veil of illusion. We've seen a bit of reality, and we can't not know that it's there. And so we are continually handed the situations that we need in order to grow, in order to heal, in order to meet and move up to that next level of spiritual growth and evolution for ourselves. And so it can be extremely exhausting. I definitely had many, many moments in my life where I was like, I'm just tired of growing. Can I just stop? I don't want to do this anymore. It just is too much. And in one sense, I did wish that. And on the other sense, I didn't at all, because I was so grateful for every moment. And so most of us have those contradicting feelings, that we know that this is part of the process, but we're still completely exhausted and wiped out. And if this has been going on for a really long time and you don't feel like you've gotten a break, then it's a good idea to look in and see where you might be in resistance to the process. Because once we give in, once we kind of surrender to this process of transformation, it often becomes a bit easier. And I really think that the reason that we're given so many back-to-back lessons, and we have so much thrown at us that we have to deal with on every level, is really to just make us surrender. in a way, it's to break us down. And it's a way, you know, if it was spaced out, it would be a little bit easier to deal with. When it's not, when it's so full on, we often just have no choice but just to surrender to the flow. And once we get to that point, then the growth, the transformation, the healing happens so much faster because there's no resistance to it. And so if you're in this place and you're feeling beat up by this amazing process of transformation and you just want off of the loop, but you know that you can't get off, then I would say first, look and see where you're in resistance. 2, just surrender to the process. 3, be gentle with yourself and take good care of yourself. And 4, if you're really serious about moving through this process of transformation, but you want to understand more of what's happening and you need some assistance moving through it, then please reach out and private message me. I'd love to talk and share with you the work that I do with my clients and see if it would be a good fit for you. So sending so much love to you all. Hang in there. You're doing great. And if you have any questions, just leave them here in the comments, and I'll see you on the Facebook group. Have a great day.